Above the physical world. Anything that falls under the three characteristics of existence is necessarily going to be in this physical or psychological world, which we know as the world. By following the footsteps of the Lord Buddha, we shall be able to distinguish that which is in the conventional world from that which is above the physical world. The ultimate truth, or being above the physical world, is a state that is beyond the three characteristics of existence, or nirvana as it's commonly called. When we practice all the way to the end of the world, a new state of being will arise, where we are free from the world, where we are beyond the physical world. The mind that is able to manifest this state must be a mind that is imbued with wisdom and insight. The power of that purity will eliminate all the mental defilements and fetters, like a lotus that has risen above the water and blooms under the warm sunshine. As we come to experience the state of being above the physical world or nirvana, immediately we are able to know the ultimate truth that the Lord Buddha has taught mankind beginning 2,500 years ago. We get to see the same thing that the Lord Buddha has come to see and realize. We become one with the ultimate truth. Our mind is above bias and above discrimination. We are above the duality of subject, object, and merge as one with all things. That is becoming one with the ultimate truth. What being above the physical world or nirvana is like is something that each of you will have to experience by yourself, because it is an indescribable state. What nirvana is like can't be explained in words. In the same way, one won't know what an apple tastes like until one tries it. Therefore, the only way to approach an explanation is by comparisons. Let me give you an example, and I'd like you to picture this in your head. It's like we started on a journey and then we got lost. On the way, we got ourselves covered in dust and mud, and it didn't look like we were ever going to get the opportunity to clean up. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days have passed without any prospect to bathe, and of course, we began to stink. Meanwhile, the grime increased. We looked like mud people, but there was still no sign of a pool, a well, or anything wet at all. Quickly a month has passed. Most of us got used to it in the way that soldiers on a battlefield get by without showers, comfortable beds, and tasty food. We can get used to just about anything. No one felt that their bodies were smelly or that they needed a bath. Things as they were became normal for them. But there were some people who were unrelenting in their quest to find a pond to jump into in order to wash away the filthiness and stench. And finally, their determination led them to water. As soon as they came upon a pool, they jumped right in and cleaned themselves, washing away the dirt and grime. The men shaved, and everyone found some soap to wash their clothing. This changed everything. These people felt clean, they felt light, and they felt happy. This analogy allows us to have some idea of what life would be like if all the shackles and fetters have been removed from our minds. There would be a kind of bliss that we could realize only by doing what must be done by oneself. This comparison is only useful to produce a vague image in your mind. However, as I've mentioned earlier, it's just a comparison. No matter how many skillful images we can paint, it's just something that's formed in your imagination. It's never going to be very close to the real thing. Regardless of sex, race, or language, eventually everyone will reach the ultimate truth and find the most precious state of being. All that needs to be done is to find a path and start walking. That's because it's the nature of all beings to search for happiness and avoid suffering. Even though most of humanity is going in the wrong direction, The suffering they will experience from walking the wrong road will instruct them through pain to make another effort to find a new track. In order to reach the path that will lead them to true happiness, and in the end, everybody is destined to find their way onto the right path. It's the path that has always been there in front of our eyes, but we didn't have the quality of mind to see it. Vagrant thoughts suggested they should just dismiss it. It's the path which many have heard of but chose to snub, dismissing it as something not important in their life. Even though some deep-seated inner energy down inside them knew this was the way to go, they went against it. It's the path towards being completely free from suffering, and it's the only path that can lead all sentient beings to the blissful happiness that they have been searching for all their lives. And when the journey ends, we will be fully enlightened, becoming one with nature. No more bias, no more discrimination, reaching total purity and becoming completely free.